This is the end, everybody, and we're going out with a bang. So welcome on back to the episode Last Day on Earth, where we return, and we are going to be heading to none other than the hardest bunker in the existence of the world. But first, the very end has been reached. The newest update that has arrived just a week or two ago, alas, is coming to a conclusion, and these are the waning hours of it, and that, of course, is going to be going down at none other than the Forlorn affair. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's make our way over here and let's enjoy our very last times at the Forlorn Fair for Stage 3 and try to rack up absolutely as many points as possible. Ideally, get all of the rewards, because if y'all go ahead and cop a little peeksky doodle at my inventory, you will see something very interesting. A lot of confetti weapons that we are going to be taking to the hardest bunker in Last Day on Earth history. So without further ado, why don't we make our way over here to William and turn in all of the stuff that we have gathered so far so we can get some points for pretty much all of this stuff over here that we have, which always helps and gets us some pointage over here. Like, we are up to level 15 so far, which ain't too shabby if you ask me. And actually, we have a bunch of this stuff that we got to go ahead and start claiming, and then we can go and turn these tickets in and claim a bunch of rewards over at the stand, which we will also be doing. Not to mention, we get our hands on a Rottweiler puppy, which as soon as the next true dog event happens, we will definitely be claiming it. We're currently at level 16, halfway to 17, with some incredible prizes like the Dragonoff very close within reach, and potentially after all these scars, the fuel tank maybe even not too far off. Now, if y'all do not know, the goodies you can get out of the prize stand are absolutely ridiculous once you do progress pretty much past like the first stage or so, and we just got like a bunch more of these. So if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go ahead and turn these in so y'all can see what happens when we auto sort, and look at all the new beautiful things that have just spawned into here. Let's continue claiming all of these prizes, and then I'll be hauling all of these back to base before the Forlorn Fair does close up. Now, hopefully, and I'm really crossing my fingers for this, because I swear I heard a dev like during the Q&A or something mention that they plan on bringing the Forlorn Fair back in the future, which would be really ideal, because in order to max out the Forlorn Fair, like, I mean, I've been going ham, egg, and cheese, and I am like very much so an endgame player, and I've even been dropping some like fair briefcases and stuff like that, getting some extra confetti, so we can really try to max this stuff out. But if you're a free-to-play player that's been doing it since the beginning, it's still pretty hard to imagine you actually being able to max out the third stage of the grand opening. If you just are doing the Forlorn Fair for the first time because you just started playing Last Day on Earth or something, like, there's no shot that you are going to be able to catch up with everything that's been going on. Let's just go ahead and auto sort here and look at all of the goodies that we just got from all of those things that we opened up. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. That goes without saying. Also, that guaranteed level 3 Rottweiler puppies is going to be pretty cash money if you ask me. Now, we also do have some quests over here from our boy Woodsy, one of which is actually going to be going to the pine bushes, but we also have to restock the bar and pick up a little bit of litter all around the place. So we'll make sure to go ahead and do a little bit of that. And while we are doing that, there are also going to be something that we want to make sure that we are, well, first things first, let's go over here into this little corner, and we're going to want to make sure, hold on, there appears to be one more. I saw this little arrow over here pointing towards us. Dude, love this, love this feature. This was added in not the most recent update, but a few updates ago. But when you're in the middle of a quest, it literally just kind of points you in the right direction, which can seriously be super uber duper handy. Also, hope you're out there just having an absolutely fan-freaking day of the most variety that only keeps getting better from here on out, whether that be for the video, bring you a smile, bring you a giggle, anything or everything like that. Does not matter to me. How a little bit of joy can go ahead and make its way into your day today. I'm just crossing my fingers and deedly do. That's exactly what that joy do, because nothing else smiles on my face, like knowing that hopefully I might be able to work on to steal yours in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, I'm also going to need to get my hands on some rare coupons here, and the Capitan, I mean, he's got a few different things over here that we can do, including last time we did Naomi and Dash, because there's different gladiator battles that we can do, which is definitely the hardest. But we could also go over here and fight against or compete against Rust, which should get us more than enough rare coupons to max that out. So we'll do that, and we'll go ahead and use these fair weapons because I have an absurd amount to use, and after I pick up some more confetti, I will have an even more absurd amount. So we are going to be busy bees. So buzz, baby, let's go and fly into battle. And I tell you what, these zombies are not going to stand a chance. I wish I had a little bit of shock and rain. That actually would be pretty handy. But let's go ahead and continue mowing these dudes down because Rust ain't got jack diddly squat on these. I mean, he just doesn't. He just cannot match the output that we are capable of doing here. And once we go ahead and mow down a few of the lower level zombies, we should be pretty easy peasy over here in the lead. And all in all, things are going good. Is this the most efficient way of utilizing these scars? Not necessarily, but guess what? one. I got a lot of scars to blow. I only got a few hours left to do it, so we're gonna be doing it in the most fun ways possible, including, of course, the hardest bunker in last day on Earth history. But with that, we have just gotten the rest of the things that we need, which is gonna be waiting us over here in the little coupon storage area. Let's go and turn these puppies in and continue leveling that thing up. And I'm not gonna lie, all of that shooting we just did should have also gotten us some points as well. Not to mention, on top of all of that, bang, another level. You love to see that. On top of all of that, I'll be taking that and definitely claiming that over here from the Nigel stand. There you go, Nigel. What do we got going on up in here? That's the thing of beauty. Also, this thing is like absolutely just packed to the brim now, so we are definitely gonna want to be bringing some of these things home with us here in the near future, like I was saying. But oh, and another thing as well, we definitely wanted, this is something that you want to do every single time that you make your way to the Forlorn Fair. I mean, there's just gonna be free stuff in these two chests, one over here, one over there, and that free stuff is, of course, confetti and a little bit of a doll as well that we can turn in. But the primary thing is confetti. These are kind of the two main ways of getting confetti, in addition to knocking out the quests for our boy Woodsy. So we'll definitely make sure to go ahead and do that. But yeah, man, I like I was saying a little bit earlier before I completely just ran off my train of thought, because my train just constantly gets derailed in that fashion. Where was I going to? Oh, to turn in the rest of these little dolls over here. These little dolls that we got. And then we'll take this opportunity to go ahead and throw some confetti on these other 4 scars I have in my inventory, because I fully intend on whatchamacallit. I'm like, Star, I can't believe that you're skipping it just for a coin. Listen, it's because I want to go and do this stuff absolutely ASAP, and because that's how I'm like, baby. I will stop at nothing if it means that I can show off more to y'all as absolutely ASAP. So guess what? If I gotta drop a coin to speed things up a few seconds for y'all, for the wonderful, most fan-freaking-tastic community on all of YouTube and on Twitch as well, that is something I'll happily go ahead and do. Star, on Twitch as well? What do you mean? Well, if you do not know, we're streaming every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/Starsnipe, link at the very top of the description, where we're live with the face cam on, with a live chat rolling, and having an absolute ball and a blast playing none other than Last Day on Earth. So great way of getting some bonus Last Day on Earth content your way. Not to mention, it's a little bit unique in that it's all going live, so y'all can chat in the chat with me, with everyone else hanging out. I can react live. Y'all can see my face as it's reacting and stuff, and it just makes for a really fun experience of kicking off every weekend the right way. If you don't know what time that starts, your local time zone, twitch.tv/Starsnipe/schedule. We'll be able to go ahead and help you out, because time zones can absolutely be confusing, and that's okay though, because you know what? That other link, twitch.tv/Starsnipe/schedule, will be able to go ahead and help you out, because it tells you what time it starts in your local time zone. And once you know what time it starts in your own local time zone, that is the same time that it is starting every single week, same time, same place, over there on twitch.tv. So looking forward to seeing some of you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, over there, and having a ball and a blast. And bang, that mission has been completed. We will circle our way back to the fair in just a little bit, but first, a quick pit stop to home to go ahead and grab. Actually, I think the goodies I need actually should be awaiting us at the bunker, if I'm not mistaken. So why don't we go ahead and run our patooties over there, and we are gonna be busy blowing through a whole ton of scars, which I know some of y'all will definitely be excited about. Hopefully our armor holds up, man, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried that it might disintegrate, because usually and lately, and this is something that I would recommend for all of y'all, only do this bunker when the Bunker Bravo event is going on. Unfortunately, at least for me, that does not start until October 10th, but I definitely want to blow through Bunker Bravo, while I have the opportunity to, with these scars. And here's the thing, this might not necessarily be the most efficient way, because the way that you get points from these weapons that you throw confetti onto is based on the damage that you do, with one stipulation: you do bonus damage at the laboratory, sewer, police station, farm, Bunker Bravo, and transport hub. Now the thing is, there are going to be some armored enemies in Bunker Bravo, which will unfortunately lower our kind of amount that we can get out of this by a little bit, but also, like, it's not the end of the world, and fighting zombies here will also help us get some of those like stuffed toys and whatnot that we can go ahead and turn in, which is a little bit of a win-win as well, if you ask me. And also, just to be safe, man, I'm gonna put the Rottweiler into here just in case I die disastrously. Yeah, you there we go. I'm just petting the Rottweiler over there. You stay safe, buddy. I do not want you on my body in case some sort of like catastrophic glitch occurs and my body just disintegrates and my stuff is never to be found again. Star, why would that ever happen? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. That tragically enough did happen to me back when the transport hub update dropped at first. For whatever reason, there was some sort of a glitch where the location reset before I could get to my body. and it reset very early, and I'll tell you what, I was a very sad lad. But that's alright, because now that's in the past. There's nothing but fan-freaking-tasticness in the future and good vibes and positive energy, and hopefully that's the case not just for me, but for the all of y'all out there, because seriously, nothing else makes a smile on my face like knowing that hopefully I might be able to bring one to yours, whether it be just spreading some good energy or, you know, having some whatever is goofs and gaffs that we are getting into over here in the world of Last Day on Earth. Whatever it might be, I'm rooting for all of it and wishing nothing but the best for the alls of y'all. Let's deactivate the turrets. Let's open the locks. Let's activate the safety system. And here's the thing, because the Bunker Bravo event is not going on, everyone will be at full health, and we are going to be taking full radiation damage, which is risky. So we definitely want to have this full set of radiation armor. We definitely want to use the anti-rad, and we definitely want to go ahead and barrel on in and wish us the best. And hopefully there's not too many armored enemies. Okay, there's gonna be some, but that's all right. Oh, I forgot. You can't. It's been a while since I've fought the explosive zombies in here. I forgot that you can't actually murder them normally. They require special murder, if that makes sense. Sorry, what do you mean by special murder? They have to blow themselves up. They die on their terms, not yours. So that's all right, but we'll go ahead and continue rolling with those punches. Do a little bit of damage here to the riot zombie, and voila, all is going good over there. We do not have to worry about the turrets because we deactivated them. We do have to worry about a few more zombies over here. Explosive zombie, let's make sure that we go ahead and back up out of there and then go and mow down this little screamer that is awaiting us on the other side of that, and onwards and upwards we shall go, and we don't have to worry about a darn tootin' thing except for this explosive zombie up there. Hello, buddy. Let's go and get a few more bullets up into you. Let you do your thing. Go ahead and take down the acid melter before he gets too close to us, and we are continuing to cruise and bruise through this place at a brisk pace. Lovely, a toxic darter. They don't have too much armor. Oh, hold up. We gotta be careful though, because they if they get too close, there we go. They do a guaranteed 40 damage. Does not matter what armor you are wearing. Those guys, just like the Carrions, do guaranteed damage, which was absolutely something that I am not looking forward to. Oh, it appears there's also an ugly floater bloater on the other side of this that we get to look forward to, so that's gonna be all fun and games. Let's go ahead and try to go somewhere. Oh, no. This is a very awkward predicament we found ourselves in, and there's acid all over the place. This is really bad because the longer that we stay in Bunker Bravo per each floor once these radiation things are going on, the more damage that we take until eventually our maximum health just starts to drop like a rock, and I'll be taking some of that confetti so we can throw that on another scar, which, I mean, ain't hard to complain about that. Acid melter over there, toxic spear over here. Honestly, I don't mind the toxic spewers at all during this predicament because we have, I mean, they don't have any armor. We do full damage to those guys, which is, for our intents and purposes, pretty freaking good. Dude, I hope that I have enough medical supplies to get through this too. I might actually be understaffed on the medical supply side of things because usually, man, I can't remember the last time that I did Bunker Bravo on like normal difficulty. I usually definitely wait for that event to be going on, and seriously, y'all should have no business doing this event normally because it's just like, it's so much more difficult than it needs to be, and just don't do that to yourself, all right? Bunker Bravo's already difficult enough. Wait until it's easier. Wait until the event's going on, and you'll be a significantly happier lad and or lassie. And all right, fetid corpse is going to do a little more bullet damage to you. Sayonara, see you later. But like I was saying before this train of thought got derailed again a little bit earlier, I swear I saw like the devs mentioned during like a dev Q&A they did like a month or two ago that they do intend on bringing the Forlorn Fair back in some capacity, which would be okay. Let's definitely get that out of there, which really would be cash money of them to do, because I know there's a lot of players that, you know, are like maybe even haven't even gotten to the third stage, because the only way you could have gotten to the third stage is if you've been playing this entire time and pretty much just committing your like last day, like everything, dropping everything to make sure you absolutely min-max the heck out of each stage. So there's a lot of players that haven't even touched stage 2, let alone stage 3. So kind of, I don't know, making this content something that a lot of people might not even be able to get eventually. I think what the best thing that they could do is have this come back, like, I mean, currently it's coming back pretty much like every 3 months or so. Just have it come back like literally every 3 months as a little bit of an event that you can do, and I think it'll be all good, man. I think all will be good, all will be swell, and everyone will be a pretty happy camper, if you ask me. But okie dokie, we got a fetid corpse over here that we got to take down, another toxic spewer as well that is doing his thing. Let's go and take you down. Let's back up out from the gassy boy over here, because that man had the nastiest breakfast burrito of all time. Oh, let's definitely do some damage to the riot zombie. Let's go and let these turkeys free, because because this will distract the Liquidator sometimes, which we definitely want, because when he is distracted, he's not attacking us, and I like not being attacked by this guy. He's kind of a complete and utter douche canoe. All right, let's continue mowing into him and just looking at those points getting piled up, baby. Oh, I forgot to put the self-healing skill on. I definitely should have done that because I really have no purpose to use the auto skill right now. The auto skill is just a little bit left over because earlier I was actually auto-clearing the swamps, or using that to help me pick up on some corn seeds. And without further ado, see ya, baby! What do I want to be? I was using that as an excuse to kind of like pick up corn seeds. Okay, we might want to grab a backup set of armor. I don't know if this is going to be enough to get us through this trial and tribulation over here of the next floor. And all right, we're down on floor 3. We got another set of armor. I also went ahead and grabbed a little bit extra first aid kits as well because we'll probably need it because the boss on this floor is positively obnoxious. And also another reason that I am in a little bit of a hurry here is because I do have this effect for the season to meet where our damage increases by 10%, which is good because that means we're doing more damage with all of our fair weapons, which means that we're getting more experience towards the fair. So definitely something we want to make sure to do. This floor, I don't like to deactivate the turrets because they are really easy to avoid. Instead, let's cancel the patrols. Let's open up the locks. And oh, I actually got to go back to the second floor to collect the lock loot. So I'll be sure to go ahead and do that without further ado. Let's continue going this way. And ooh, I might need to actually go ahead and pop a little bit of an anti-rad here in a second. I got to get this explosive zombie exploding. Ooh, close call. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's pop that anti-rad. It's going to go ahead back up Scar right over there. Okay, beautiful. Our rads are down to 7 per second. Much better than what we were just dealing with. And dude, like literally, if y'all haven't noticed, like the zombies here are literally designed to slow you down. They impede your progress. They force you to go back through these narrow corridors because they're gonna like explode and stuff like that. They spit on the floor. They heal themselves. They destroy your armor. They just do everything in their power to make your life as difficult as possible. And that is what makes Bunker Bravo so difficult. And again, why I seriously do recommend waiting until that event is going on, because like if anything, if y'all have seen me clear out the Bunker Bravo lately, but not like at full durability or like full difficulty, welcome. This is a full difficulty Bunker Bravo run. As you can see, it's not as much of a breeze usually, and usually the what is it, like the M16s do extra damage, or like the AKs do extra damage as well while that event is active, which just makes it like so freaking well-rounded and great to do during that context. But all right, we're going onwards and upwards, baby. But then, like I was saying, let's sidestep you. Yeah, I don't know, like there have been mumblings of it, but like I'm not sure how confirmed it is, but it would make sense, and I swear I've heard a dev say it in that Q&A that they do intend on bringing the Forlorn Fair back, and it's just such a win-win because like they don't even need to necessarily add more stages, just bring it back in the same way that right now, even though this update was for, let's go and throw in another Scar over there, even though this update was specifically for the, gosh darn it, whatchamacall, even though this update was specifically for just the biggest brain fart in the universe that is having all words evade me. Oh, even though this update specifically added in stage 3, right? Like people are still able to do stage 1 and stage 2 if they have yet to complete them. So kind of similar to that, like it just makes sense to bring the fair back, because then like if you haven't done it yet, like you can just go and do the older stages. And if you have already done it, then like it's not the end of the world, because then, I mean, you can just kind of like, I mean, I assume after you continue leveling up, you just continue getting tickets, and then you can go and turn them in and kind of turn them in at the like market stand. I don't know why I'm opening this right now. That's really not something I should be doing right now, which I don't know, I think is like pretty fair, and I think that's definitely pretty a pretty desirable thing as well for players to want. But I don't know, let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below. I absolutely would love to hear y'all's thoughts around that. And we are definitely bleeding out a little bit here. Let's make sure to heal on up before that hits. And thanks to that thing that I did, this room is locked, so I don't need to worry about anything going on there. I just got to worry about a few more zombies on the other side of this, and hopefully having enough guns. No, one more bullet in you. Having enough guns to fight the boss. I think we should be on guns. I'm not too worried on that. Let's eat a little bit of food. And if you do leave the turrets active, always shoot that turret on the left. It's gonna have half as much health as the turret on the right. And then you essentially want to, on the minimap, thread the needle between those two turrets so they both ignore you. Shoot that turret over there, ideally before you get close enough where it notices you, like I just did, because I was just not paying attention for whatever reason. I'm good at not paying attention sometimes, what can I say? And then just kind of hug this wall, and those turrets will ignore you, which is lovely. And let's definitely throw on the fresh set of armor before things get out of hand. Let's have the full durability Scars, and let's engage in battle with Dr. Dread, who is very annoying because at 800 health, he opens up a door, which we just opened up there, where a bundle of riot zombies will chase us. He tries to yell. That yell will stun you if you allow him to, unless he yells at you on the other side of, gosh darn it. Unless he yells at you on the other side of one of those pillars, in which case the pillar actually protects you. But you gotta worry about these freaking zombies over here, man, which is like so obnoxious because these guys like seriously do suck. Let's continue running around a little bit this way. Oh no, dude, we might have just died. We might have just died. That stuns you for like a very long time. Okay, no, we're good. Because Dr. Dread does a lot of damage, man. He's a very deadly dude. There we go. We do not want him to get into melee range. And essentially the next bullet that we lob his way, he is going to open up that doorway over there and summon his next little minion. So let's go and get on the other side of that. Bro, I despise this riot zombie with a passion because he is just, oh, okay, hold up. There we go. Take him down. Take him downtown. And we'll go ahead and let Dr. Dread do his little Yelsky doodle there. Do a little more damage to him. And yeah, there's going to be that farty dude over there who's going to be farting up a storm. He's going to be rushing us. And we are just going to go and try to deal with him before he deals with us. But luckily, I do have that gas mask, which is actually very, very helpful for all intents and purposes of ours. There we go. We'll do that. A little more damage to him. And that is actually going to now summon in an acid melter, or a toxic spewer, I should say, not an acid melter. Let's go and take him down really lickety-splickety. And then the thing is, at 200 health, it's very nifty because you don't actually need to fight the final dude. You know what you can do? He's just gonna go and yell over here, and then I'm going to absolutely murder him very quickly. This door will open, I will send the loot topside, and then I am just gonna leave because there is right now a slasher chasing me down. I'm just gonna go back to floor number 2. That slasher has just disappeared, so a nice little way of avoiding combat there that you can do. Should you choose. And when in Rome, you know, while on the second floor, why don't we double back? And there's still one more zombie that we gotta fight. That is gonna be the zombie protecting this little place right over here. This is thanks to that thing that we clicked on at the beginning, that opening locks. That actually opens up this little extra side room, and inside of the little extra side room is going to be a little bit of extra loot, which is, you know, I mean, y'all know me, y'all know most people, extra loot makes me a happy lad. I think it makes everyone a happy lad and lassie, if you ask me, so we got that going for us. And also, I'll leave this one durability scar as a souvenir, just from the fair, because if you think about it, like, I mean, that's kind of like, these are unique weapons, and until the fair comes back, they're essentially gonna be sticking around if it does come back. But I think that it just makes a lot of sense for the fair to come back, because again, it's just like a periodic event that the devs can drop, and like maybe they just add in like a little mini game or something like that. But it's already been developed, and it's already come pretty much like every 3. Yeah, it's pretty much already been dropping about every 3 to 4 months anyway, with a new stage being unlocked. So if they just continue that schedule, and then, you know, people can still work towards some of the special loot along the way in the Forlorn Fair, I think it's pretty, excuse the pun, pretty fair, but sorry, I had to. I think it's pretty fair, and I think it would leave a lot of people happy. It's just something that you can kind of strive to, and it does kind of like give you this like repeating limited event that really does only happen like very periodically, but when it does, I mean, there's a lot of loot to be had from the event, and like that thing that drops at level 30 that we've been looking forward to getting in stage 3. You know, there's some really cool stuff that you can also work your way towards getting as well that I really would like to get my hands on, and I'll be getting my hands on some of this lovely stuff as well. But yeah, I gotta change that auto button because again, I was going to the swamp to collect corn seeds because I need corn seeds to create the popcorn, and then I could turn in the popcorn at the Forlorn Fair to get our hands on some more fair points, which we are again trying to positively max the heck out on. And given the fact that we have just blown through a lot of scars and we still got a few more on the shed here, I mean, you gotta imagine that we've gained a few levels from everything that's been going on already. And all right, for this last floor, we gotta go ahead and pop another anti-red, make sure that we are good on that front. I've grabbed a couple of VSSs as well, and then we've got all of these scars that we are going to be blowing through. I'm gonna save at least 2 scars for the boss at the end, because just being able to do a lot of damage very quickly will be very ideal. How much longer is that perk going on for? 7 minutes. So yeah, let's try and get this done really quick. Let's go and do just the same thing over here. We want to open up the locks and cancel the patrols. Let's activate the safety system, because again, the the things are very easy to avoid on this floor, like the little like turrets or whatever, so I'm not too worried about that. I am worried about all of these dudes here, and these gonna make me bleed a little bit, which is not what I was hoping to experience, but it is what we are experiencing right now. So after a little bit more bleeding, let's go and heal on up. The exploder will explode. We've got a couple more angry slashers positively bum rushing us. The exploder has created babies. The babies are dead. Life is good, and we will start cycling in those VSSs. And wow, man, we really did blow through these scars a little bit faster than I anticipated, but that is quite all right. Let's do a little bit of damage to you. Of course, you put the shield up, because that's what riot zombies do. They just ruin your day like that. But as soon as that thing comes down, we'll go ahead and blast you with some VSS blasts from a safe distance. There we go. We should be able to chip away at your health up pretty nicely if you ask me. Then arms and uppers to this dude. This freaking just slow water that we got to trudge through. You'd never love to see that, but hey, we'll take it. Let's continue doing a little bit of damage here with the scars. We got a Stormtrooper and a Juggernaut that we got to worry about, but that's all right. Except the Juggernaut does heal, so we definitely want to make sure to kill that guy pretty quickly, and then we can continue going. I'm also a little bit bummed as well that also for the Juggernaut, maybe I'll use the VSS just because they are so armored. And yo, let's definitely heal because that spitter did a lot of damage to us, and he's continuing to do a lot of damage. But yeah, these guys are so armored, like I can hold off on using the Scar and at least slightly less armored enemies. The Juggernauts are literally like pretty much the most armored enemies in the game, unless you're counting like the zombies that have that like special armor. Bro, how many Juggernauts am I gonna face? That special armor that requires like armor-piercing weapons to shoot through. But I just mean like in terms of armor that like reduces damage. Like these guys truly are like essentially the kings of it. You know, they're kind of crazy. Let's do a little bit of damage to you, and we'll go ahead and wrap you up with the VSS. Wow, I took a little more damage than I was hoping for. Bro, how many Juggernauts do I have to fight through here? This is getting a bit ridiculous, game. Don't do this to me. Please, that is all that I ask. And I hope this is going to be enough VSSs to get us through to where we need to go. Because if though, I swear to goodness, for goodness sake, man, how many more of you are there? This is getting a little bit ridiculous. I feel like I've faced nothing but non-stop Juggernauts. I don't like it. I don't like it. Mom, pick me up, please. Where are you? Please, come on now. All right, and a little bit more regular damage to you with the VSS. Let's cycle in VSS number 2. We should have ideally enough first aid kits to get the job done. And worst case, we do have the anti-rad pills, which do reduce the radiation that we have accrued, so we can rely on those a little bit. Let's go on some of the guy out of the vent so he doesn't sneak up on us when we least expect it, because that is also a very annoying thing to have to worry about. There we go, a little bit of damage to you from the side, and see ya! You're not getting that second spit off, buddy. The slasher, because we can turn and burn with the VSS, will not be able to catch up to us, and he's nice and taken care of. This exploder will be exploding shortly because we did a lot of damage to him. Goodbye. And now time to kill your babies. They are dead. You would love to see that. And then we can move our way up to this fetid corpse and just kind of roll through him. And there's only about like 5 or 6 zombies left at this point, really, that we got to fight through. Like, maybe a little bit more than that, but there's really not a lot of zombies that we got to face. There's gonna be a Juggernaut here because like that room over there is locked. So all of those zombies, because of that that one thing that we picked at the beginning of this run, we don't even have to worry about them doing like anything, which is pretty great. Let's just kind of like run through there. Let's summon it, then kind of double back through there, and okay, beautiful. Actually take him down before he even gets a chance to explode, but just make sure that these turrets kind of don't do anything too bad over here. See you later. Destroy the parasites. And just kind of sidestep that turret over there, and then we'll go and do a little barrel roll over here. And this acid melter, we definitely want to take down before he does his acid melting attack, because that just will disintegrate our armor. Bro, really, 2 riot zombies? Okay, hold on. This is actually kind of ridiculous. This is like the worst place to face 2 riot zombies. You cannot be serious right now. I'm about to get cornered. I don't like this. I don't like this. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. Okay. Can y'all put the shields down now so we can talk like adults and I can shoot you in the face? Lovely. Thank you for your cooperation. And there should only be a few more zombies like this exploder over here. We'll just get him to explode ideally as soon as possible so he can explode from a safe distance. Shoot the stormtrooper. Shoot the baby parasites, and we should be good to go. Hopefully, man, I'm actually starting to worry that we might actually a tiny little bit run out of the amount of scars that we need here. We are going to have to fight this toxic spear, so I will continue utilizing this guy and yeet, sidestep you over there and continue VSS. And all right, we need a little bit of scar here, and okay, I'm a little bit worried, man. This scar, like we might need to really quickly grab a weapon from my inbox. I may have like been unprepared by like the tiniest little bit. I might be like 1 weapon short, which is a little bit bad because the radiation is starting to kick in. All right, really quickly, grab that emergency VSS. We still got 2 scars, so like realistically speaking, we should be fine. And all right, why don't we go and pop one of those, and then we're gonna have a little screamer over here on the other side of this, and then the boss will be awaiting us. Like, we should be fine. I hope we're fine. That'd be pretty cool if we were fine. Otherwise, we might be in a little bit of trouble because we are starting to take that radiation damage right now. Let's open up that doorway. We want to activate this, and now the time is on. We just want to get into a safe little kind of like location here and just start mowing this cocoon down. And anyone who dares run at us, all these parasites are gonna get mowed down along the way as well. Okay, I may have over panicked a little bit. We actually, it appears like we should be fine. And okay, I don't know why I remember. I swear, like sometimes it takes more than this, but right now we're doing pretty good. These parasites are dying. dying, and the cocoon is extra dead. You love to see that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And with that, the hardest bunker in last day on Earth history has been taken down at its hardest, all right? Because again, if you all have seen me do Bunker Bravo runs lately, I usually wait until a Bunker Bravo event is going down. Love to see that gas cylinder over there because it is significantly easier to do. But today we decided to be difficult because sometimes being difficult is fun. And this was definitely much more difficult than it has been in the past, if y'all can't tell. Let's go and activate that thing upwards. And if anything, this should just be a very, you know, kind of like an informational, like a PSA, public service announcement. Wait until the Bunker Bravo event if you're gonna do this location, because it just gets so much easier. You take half as much radiation, all the enemies have half as much health, you get freaking, like, whatchamacallit, bonus damage on either, like, the AK or the M16. It's just, like, a match made in heaven. And the rewards, of course, are, I mean, look at them. Pretty cool, if you ask me. Let's go ahead and start grabbing some of these things. What do we got over here in box number 2? Oh, we got some beautiful things. Thank you very much. I'll be taking that off your hands. And actually, we did have a scar break, so I might go ahead and free up a little bit of inventory room. I mean, I'll be taking that for sure, and probably circle on back for some of these things. The almost broken armor, I will circle back for because I can repair that, which is pretty nifty. Grab some of that heavy rubber, that is always going to be good. And then I'll, like I said, come back for some of the rest of the stuff over here that continues evading us. But a nice little haul of stuff to be had from here. Is it worth it? I mean, in hard mode, I really don't think so, but in not hard mode, like, debatably, you can get some solid stuff from here, especially the fact that this is a place that you can get your hands on carbon composites, ATV parts, factory parts. I mean, like, you can see firsthand the types of loot that can be had out of here. But without further ado, it is time for us to head back to the fair and see just how many points we've been able to accrue. We also got a little bit more confetti that we got to go ahead and claim as well, and then use the last little bit of our fair weapons and kind of see where that leaves us in terms of our fair point standing. And all right, the moment of truth. How many levels have we got? It says level 18 there. Dude, is that really all that we got from all those scars? Or are we about to get more than one level as soon as we start collecting things here? No, we are right there, so positively nowhere close to the fuel tank. That pains my soul a little bit, but at the very least, we should be able to definitely get one more level as soon as we turn in some of this stuff over here. But hey, at least we got the Dragonoff. I am pretty stoked about that because the Dragonoff, I mean, produces some pretty good things, if you ask me, since it's a very hard weapon to find. But why don't we go and kind of confettiify a few more of these guns over here, and I'll wait a couple of seconds. This time I'll be a little bit patient. There you go. Just saved on a coin, dude. That bankroll is starting to grow. And let's go and get these guns in here, and we should, at the very least, I mean, with these, we should comfortably be able to reach level 19 and get our hands on one more ticket and then start hauling a bunch of this stuff with us back on home. So why don't we, dude, yeah, that thing is freaking packed to the brim. I'll start, like, grabbing some guns here, maybe, and bringing these back home. And all right, we are back at the police station. Well, back because I've been here before, but not during this video. But now we're here, and we are going to be, I mean, blowing through some of the rest of these fair weapons that we have access to via none other than this terminal. Sorry, but it takes an electronic circuit to activate this. Well, I was doing it earlier, and in order to turn it back on, we need a electronic circuit here, which again is another reason. You remember when I was talking about events at Bunker Bravo and why they're so great? This when there's a police station event going on, kind of something similar. It's kind of incredible because you can literally just pause your progress and come back, whereas here I had to kind of like end things off and spend another terminal, go ahead and activate things from scratch, and that's exactly what we are going to be doing to blow through the last few of our scars and get our hands on the last few fair points that we require in order to get, I mean, probably our hands on one more level, maybe two if we're lucky, and then unfortunately we're just gonna be a little ways off from level 30. So again, I mean, I'll cross my fingers that the fair does come back, and even like it would be cool if they did have like new functionality if and when the fair does return yet again. But seriously, I just think it'd be pretty cool if the fair does come back in its current state, and it just gives people another opportunity to kind of like level through the fair and gain levels and stuff like that. I mean, I already think that that would be pretty freaking on point, and I think everyone would seriously be big fans of it. Let's definitely step away from you, sir, and do a little bit of damage to all of these fellas, and that's going good. But what y'all think in that comment section down below about the fair, what y'all's thoughts are about this third and, I mean, by the looks of it, final iteration of the fair, because it does not appear like it's something that's going to be, I mean, oh, hello to you, zombie officer. It does not appear like it's going to be something that has like a 4th stage, because there's always only been room for 3 stages on like all like the UI and design elements and stuff that it's had. So it doesn't really seem like there's going to be room for a 4th new stage. So I think like if and when the Forlorn Fair does return, either like maybe some new mini games get added in or stuff like that, or like new quests that you can do, or potentially the Forlorn Fair gets reset entirely from scratch. That's also another possibility, but I mean, I don't know. Like we've seen things like this is something that's actually happened in the past. Like for example, with like the is there an event going on the calendar right now that actually illustrates this very well? That's the Survivor's Path. Don't know why I pressed that. There should actually be an event right now. Okay, there isn't really one, but like for example, like the commune, right? Or like when like a dig site Echo 1 appears on the map, right? Like those events used to actually be old one-time, one-off, limited-time events that then got repurposed and became kind of like reoccurring events on the calendar. So maybe the Forlorn Fair will be like that, even if there isn't new functionality the next time that it returns. Just the fact that there's gonna be these 3 stages that you could progress through every once in a while, I think would be pretty cash money, especially because there is something as unique as like as unique as the junk repository, electronics crate, and most newly the fuel tank to go ahead and work towards. But I don't know. That's just me. Let me know, Charlie, in that comment section down below about the potential return of the Forlorn Fair and what that would, in your eyes, look like if they were to go about it. And not just that, but also if, like, I don't know, if and when it does return, like, what y'all would do to change things. I don't know, like, I think maybe adding in, like, some new mini games or stuff like that, or, like, new, like, kind of like how the last time the Forlorn Fair was around, there was the functionality to, like, trade in things and get your hands on decorations, you know? Like, maybe adding in, like, limited time events that you could do during each Forlorn Fair that makes things, like, a little bit different, but not entirely different, you know? But while, like, the core functionality is that you are trying to level up through kind of everything that the Forlorn Fair does have to offer. Let's go and take down the brawler and then mow down the riot zombie. Ooh, sorry, I'm allergic to dead zombies, it seems, because there's a whole lot of them around me. And after this last scar, the last little itty bit of our points should be accounted for, and there are plenty. Okay, I love the brawlers, the hungry choppers, and the police officers, because these guys have no armor, which means that we do full damage to them when they appear, whereas guys like the riot zombies have a little bit of armor to their name. I prefer the no armor, but you know what? Not everyone gets what they prefer. And oh, it appears like my armor is being stripped off of me because I can now see my face. I don't have my cool mask that I started the video with, so things may or may not be getting carried away. We got a few hungry choppers over here. Let's barrel roll that out of there. And there we go. Take down the explosive zombie. We got a few hungry choppers running up on us, and we should be good for like, what, one more wave before all of this stuff does appear. But all right. Why don't we go and grab the last little bit of that, and then yeah, one more activation, and that should be the last little bit of this confetti scar, and then we'll be on our merry way, ladies and gentlemen, to go and claim our final reward and say our final goodbyes with none other than I mean the event that we've been calling home. You know, that's been kind of just chilling in the background for the past 10 days or so. And all right, put that shield down so I can mow you down. Thank you very much, Riot Zombie. I appreciate your cooperation in this very sensitive matter. And wow, nothing but freaking gray cards, dude. That is kind of an L. Literally 21 gray cards, not a green one in sight. Let's dip out of there. There may or may not be angry zombies running at me because I got a little bit too close to them at the walls. No, it appears that we are good. Well, all right, let's make our merry way back to the fair and see what it has in store for us. And all right, Will I Am, what's it look like? Level 19, bless up. We at least got one more level, so if and when the Forlorn Fair does return next time, we will be in fantastic standing in shape to max this puppy out to level 30 and get our hands on that beloved fuel tank over there at the end of things. But it does appear that for now, level 19 is where we are going to cap out. Let's go and turn some stuff into our lad Nigel over here and get another look at our lovely haul that we have got rocking here. Let's definitely go ahead and start collecting a little bit of all of these beautiful things that are staring us into the face and hauling these bad boys back home to the safety of our chests, because there's a lot of stuff that I would like in my chests immediately, absolutely as immediately as possible. There's a lot of good things over here that I would like to keep for the foreseeable future. Yeah, pretty much. But there y'all have it, ladies and gentlemen, a haul of a whole lot of freaking tickets that we've turned in, and we say auf Wiedersehen to the fair for now. Hopefully it is only a temporary goodbye and not a permanent one, and we are back here in a couple months time. I'm crossing my fingers, and hopefully all of y'all are too, so I think that'd be a win across the board, because seriously, with the Forlorn fair is around, just such a great opportunity to get your hands on a bunch of loot in relatively unconventional and also affordable / cheap ways. So it's pretty cool if you ask me, and of course great prizes to strive for near the ends of each and every one of these stages. But that's gonna wrap it up for you for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one. See ya.